You ever considered leveling up on the dab?
Leveling up in the dab.
You know, this is what it's going to be. So a lot of you may remember the unpleasantness around my birthday and beyond. We all saw it. We all witnessed it. I, despite strong urging from everyone who cares about me, I allowed myself a moment of weakness, and you know, look, you know, it's been very known that like we were not back together or whatever, but there was certainly the end game of that if things were to be resolved and addressed, and things were to be approached honestly. And you know, I come to find over time that she does a lot of talking but never says anything. You know what I mean? And you know, there were things that I said, look, things need to be addressed and things need to be fixed and we need to talk about things. And we had these fucking, you know, ideas that we're like, all right, we're going to start figuring out where we're wrong. We're going to fucking, you know, whatever. And then we just kind of fell back into habits of just hanging out and, you know, we just hang out and go out to eat and have some drinks and we'd fuck and then go to sleep, you know. Nothing being addressed over time. And over time, look, I was a stupid idiot for letting her back in and giving her access again to me, but I felt like shit without her, period. I just did. I preferred having her around. And, you know, it's like the 7-0, all dope sick, because she knew, you know, it's kind of a shitty thing to do, right? To like, you know, just ditch somebody when they're dope sick. So she kind of stuck around with that. And then she got sick right after I was dope sick. Like she got like legitimately sick. And then I was like trying to be, you know, and then it just became this standoff of like, all right, everybody's taking turns being sick or like not in the mood. And then it just became like a, you know, but it became very clear that the problems were not going to be fixed. And, you know, I got to be honest, this is crazy, but this is going to sound fucking, you know, sociopathic, and that's fine. I'm just being honest. This is the only relationship in the last like 10 years that I've been in where I did not preemptively cheat on a bitch just because I know that bitches cheat. And I like to get it in first so that I could just, and then secretly have it. First time I've ever like not done that. This was the most dialed in I've ever been. This is gonna sound gay. I know it's gonna get clipped. I know I'm gonna get made fun of. Despite everybody pushing back and despite me, whatever, blah blah blah. I genuinely loved this girl unconditionally. I gave that a shot. I don't really do that shit because it's weak and it sounds super gay, you know what I mean? And it is. But, you know, I was like, all right, man. So I was genuinely trying to just be like, all right, man, you know, I forgive you, but let's figure shit out. And I don't know, man. The people are going to wonder where the blow up is. So early on when she started talking to me, whatever, again, and like hanging out once in a while at my house, you know, one of the running themes, one of the problems, one of the constant problems that we had in this relationship was everything that I found out I had to fucking interrogate this bitch like it was like I'm Vic Mackey from The Shield. And I had to whack this bitch in the face with a phone book just to get fucking information because like she would never tell you anything. She's never been forthright with anything in her life. She has this quirky, I carry like little stuffed animals and I dress quirky. I gotta be honest with you, man. She has a seething weird anger in her, and I'm telling you, there's a vindictiveness, and it's directed at the people who really care about her the most. She has talked more cash money shit about her family to me than I've ever heard anybody say. And in the process of talking shit about them is like, she's like, yeah, but like they let me use their credit cards and they buy me stuff. And like she'll be like, yeah, my parents want to hang out this weekend. And it's like, ugh. And then it's like, yeah, but and she's like, yeah, but they'll take me shopping and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and they want to see you. And it's like, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, okay. Like, and then he's like, of course, bitching about the same thing, probably. And it's like, you start to see the themes. And I got to say, tonight shocked me. By the way, Carrie said Ralph's sniping me. There's like 50 people sniping me. Let's all be totally honest right now. So I really tried to love this girl unconditionally. And even in this moment, watching her go scorched earth for the third time, when you look back and you look at the harm that everyone else has done versus what I've done, you know, I think that anybody who have seen things unfold, anybody who watches people online, anybody who keeps track of people's character, I just think that people are gonna, you know in the end. And again, I'm not this idea, like, it's so weird that as I was going live tonight, they're like, she leaked your fucking breakup letter, she's going scorched earth. And I'm like, huh, damn, girl. Okay. I did not literally, by the way, as much as I should have seen it coming, I still didn't see that coming. But I'll be honest with you, I stand by every word in that letter, and I don't care if anybody calls me a bitch. Fuck yourselves. I went through hell for 10 months, and, you know, I got to be honest with you. I went to the bar tonight, and I wasn't going to spend a lot of money. I wasn't going to stay there long. I just went for one round, and I'm having a drink, and I start getting tagged, and I start getting told, like, yo, people are going to Scorched. And I, like, if you guys know, earlier tonight I announced, I was like, I'm probably not going to do a show. I'm going to chill the fuck out. I think that I need to be mature and put some thought in. And then it was like, Misery Loves got a bunch of people like, oh shit, like icedanc3r leaked a letter to a bunch of Dabbleverse niggas. And you're like, oh. And like, I'm at the bar, legitimately struggling. Like, you know, struggling with, you know, how do I tell my side of this, and how do I tell people what I've been through, but also without burying her, and trying to be respectful, and without doing, you know, without this, without that, without this, without that. And it's like, all right, you know. By the way, somebody's saying, bro, Ralph was playing revenge porn of icedanc3r on his stream, and Kevin was playing. That's her problem now.
Good. Let's go.
He's good at kayfabe, but I'm like, I know when he's kayfabe, he ain't bullshitting. So I did the old, hey, is there anything I should know about? So back a few months ago when I said, are you done talking to him? She's like, yeah. She goes, I just needed closure. She said this months ago. I talked to him a little bit. I wanted closure. And I go, all right, cool. Well, the other night, I go, is there anything I should know about? Talking to anybody that, like, I would be like where it would be fair to let me know that you're talking to them, right? Because they're also trying to ruin me and, you know, whatever. what? What are you talking about? I'm like, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm like, nigga. And, you know, obviously, within a few moments, she's like, yo, Chris, I only texted him like 2 or 3 times. I needed closure.
I'm sorry, I needed to do that. I'm sorry.
It was, you know what I mean? It was like, all right, yeah, I can't. We're done. You know, it was that. I was like, okay, yeah. All right, nigga. I can't, we're not doing it. You know what I mean? It was like, I've had so many moments all in the last few weeks of being good as I got more and more sober. And I'm like, okay, you know what? You know what? So I had to make some executive decisions, and yeah, I dropped the fucking box of dread off, and yeah, you know, people are gonna make fun of that letter, and I don't give a fuck. It doesn't paint it paints me in a pathetic light. Don't paint her in a good one. It's funny that she leaked it. Yeah, I'm the biggest loser, fuck up retard. This woman ruined. She negatively affected friendship. She cost me thousands of dollars. She's been ruinous. And I've been a fucking mark bitch. I literally got fucking embarrassed and cucked and whatever. And what am I going to fucking deny it? No, it is what it is. And, I'll take the abuse. But you know, again, tonight, finding out this whole thing with the letter, I'm like, oh yeah, I needed that. You're right, I'm a bitch. I probably would have literally, and I'm not even kidding you, had this chick reached out to me at some point and said, hey, come on, let's fucking chill. Right? Let's cool out. Let's turn the temperature down, and let's not fucking, you know what I mean? Let's not go at each other. Like, not, we don't have to be, whatever. Cool. What? Whatever. She did that. And then these dudes are doing this. It's fun. It's fun to me. Everybody can eat each other. OP4 on YouTube for 5 said not gay tax. Thank you. There's Dan for 5. Look at that. He's not $2 Dan anymore. Look at that, guys. He's $5 Dan now. All you got to do is drag it out of him. He says, I know you're doing this for a grift, but here's $5 because that 7-page letter was junior high school level emo shit and made me laugh. Thanks, Mersh. That's fine. Next time, I'll just order my wife from another country. What are we doing here, boys?
What are we doing here, boys?
I have an ex from 8 years ago who just got married. Mm-hmm. Yes, she is married. Yes, just like that cunt Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. Yes. What cruise ship should I invite my ex to join me on? One that has a microwave, I think. Mm-hmm. Yes. Comment down below.
That's awesome, dude.
Life goes on. Make that money. Nine. I
guess.
You're cucked. You're a simp. You're retarded for taking Brixton back. Well, buddy.
Yes. I'm not, you know. Again, man, what am I going to do? Say I'm not? No. All right, fine. You got me. Now what? Like, I get it, and you're going to have to put the boots to me for a while, and it's fair. That's the worst part. Is it's fair, but you'll see very little resistance from me in the process because I know I have to pay some level of penance You know, I get it. Anonymous for 10. The best path is living well. Fix what needs to be fixed. Do what needs to be done. Forgive what needs forgiving. Put it behind you, but forget nothing. Remember who the prize and the king. Thank you, man. Yeah. And that's, you know, you're right. So, I mean, I think that I'm just going to be honest and you know, I'll tell you guys things when I think it's relevant, but I'm not going to bury the girl, and I'm not going to like legit like there's a lot of shit. Let me tell you something. I can say this. There is so much crazy shit that forget about what Ralph knows or Kevin knows, like many months of like I've heard this bitch say some wild shit.
They're not even in the Dabbleverse.
Chaos control.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Your clipping of my show sucks dick.
Without Dave, I wouldn't be here.
Well, now we know who to blame.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can thank the ultimate life form by using the super tip link in the description. Do it or don't.
Final Boss. That's right, Final Boss. I love Final Boss.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Dave, where are you, David? Leveling up in the dab.